It really is crazy how much things change between episode to episode. I'll tell y'all all the time, don't rush to have a favorite. Don't rush to have a favorite. And now after episode 2, this is exactly why. Because the same 2 girls that everybody was going up for last week, this week, they just proved that they're bullies.
Let's talk about it.
I want people to have fun. Let's kick back. Let's get into a little tea. Let's not get too crazy, but let's enjoy the sip.
Clock that tea.
But let's get to the chi-chi, the kiki, the internet bull.
Dolly, that body looks bad.
Finally made it after this long ass ride. So we pull up to the house in St. Louis, and I'm like, oh.
So we pull up to the house in St. Louis. I think I finally got her accents here.
So now I have to do some investigating with all of the ladies to see how it all went to hell, child.
Can we catch you up? So you know when you were upstairs getting your beauty rest.
Yeah. Can we catch up? Because you know when you're upstairs getting your beauty rest.
The way that Kelly talks.
Because then you have Brent that's like nice school. And then you have Kelly that talks like this. You're like, oh my God.
Space.
Sisterhood, in quotes.
Don't fast forward none of this. Absolutely not. I want to know every last motherfucking thing that Angela said. What the hell did Tangela say to them? Don't keep secrets.
How you doing, RuPaul?
Now, Gilbert, you are a very funny man. Have you always been funny?
Alicia. I mean, I definitely understand committing to the character, but like, did she just start hormones yesterday? Where she put her titties? Girl, that is not a chest plate. Stop laughing. You transphobic.
I'm a T-girl from a past life.
Up next, she puts the sass in Sasquatch. It's...
Tell me that's not Karen Hugo. Tell me that's not Karen Hugo.
Play the video.
Miss Big Feet.
What the did you just...
That's
Noel. Ooh,
Alicia.
Aubrey. Ooh, Aubrey, you're going to hell.
The Thomas Concubine video.
Sasquatch is a very offensive term to me.
Is
You
it?
must
That's
know.
all I'm gonna
Now,
see
I see
now.
that
I ain't
your
even gonna see
nail
the character.
Protecting the dynasty is a full-time job.
Talking about my shit, you stupid bitch.
I don't even
Right, because you're talking about my daughter. Jackie, you talking about my daughter. Don't talk about my daughter. Don't talk about my daughter or my daughter's daughter.
I feel horrible and I feel guilty. Christian has been living a
As you
private
should.
life and he decided to marry me and it's been all eyeballs on us.
No, he's been living a private life scamming. He's been living somebody else's private life. That's what he been doing. Christian been publicly living somebody else's private life that he done stole. Who EIN, who social security number he using today?
At times you're fake.
No.
I feel like at times I rest my case.
What? Not Banner was on season 2 looking like a country Bama. Girl, I thought that was Shawnee. What is going on, y'all? Oh, excuse me. What is going on, y'all? It's Scott Santana, aka Chi-Chi, and we're back, okay, for another real talk. Because we watch the shows, we watch the episodes, but then y'all know, child, they come out with the clips on Instagram or whatnot. And so we got to get into the clips and the reels and have a real talk about the show. Now, no, your eyes is not deceiving you. Yes, I did say that I was done with Baddies. Okay, and listen, I am. I'm not going to be posting Baddies Steve videos like that. That's not what I do no more. I'm an entertainer. I'm a commentator, okay? I'm a spiritual commentator. So, yes, the channel has now rebranded into full-on commentary on everything and not just Baddies. However, Baddies does still fall under a show that I watch because over on patreon.com/SkySantana, we do watch Baddies together. We watch Baddies and we watch Baddies Gone Wild. So nothing has changed over there. And being that I do this Real Talk series where basically it's reviews, but we get very specific into basically the juiciest parts of the episodes and the episode, the clips that make it to social media, the clips and the reels, just the parts that everybody's talking about. I said, why not? We could throw Baddies back in there. We'll see. We'll play around with it. Okay. But yeah, if you want to watch along with me doing Baddies, like if you want my real-time commentary and my real deep dive thoughts, I highly suggest go over to patreon.com/SkySantana. I just readjusted the tiers. So the entry point is $11.11. That's for everything that's currently airing on TV. And then for new shows plus old shows like vintage classics like Bad Girls Club, Top Model, whatever you can think of, child, whatever it says up there for old and new shows, it's the $15.55. Okay, so patreon.com is where we watch Baddies together as well as so many other shows. Okay, yeah, so like I said, real talk for those of y'all that have not been paying attention to my new commentary, have not been paying attention to my new content. Real talk, like I said, is where we take the Instagram reels and the clips that are online, the parts that everybody's talking about, and we just dive into those specific scenes. And this scene that I want to get into is Bahati, okay, aka Basalamic, and Rolly 2.0. We got to get into them. Because the whole episode was going completely fine until about the last 5-10 minutes of the episode where they pissed me off. And I had already clocked last week because I saw how everybody, even before I sat down and watched the show, I saw all the comments on social media. Oh my God, I'm Team Basalamic. Oh my God, I'm Team Swiss Rolly Part 2. Oh my God. And I said, see, motherfuckers gonna learn to stop jumping ahead, stop jumping the gun, stop being so overzealous. Y'all don't know these girls. Y'all don't know them. And throughout the episode, I was like, something's coming. And damn if it didn't come within the last 5 to 10 minutes. And we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it after y'all go ahead and like the video.
Nothing for free. I cuss a lot. Bitch, I'm a queen. Not like the thoughts. If you wanna be together, you gotta spend that check down. You wanna be forever, you gotta spend that check down. Gotta send a check on me. Gotta send the rest on me. Hey, hey. Gotta move successfully. If you want the best of me. Hey, hey. Gotta send a check on me. Gotta send the rest on me. Hey, hey. Gotta move successfully. If you want the best of me. Hey, hey. I like the
something more and take them one day at a time. Yeah.
I wake up, my neck hurt, my back hurt, my legs hurt, my thighs hurt. I'm sleeping on a fucking twin size mattress. I don't like that. I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm grabbing my shit and I'm going upstairs to the master bedroom where I belong at.
Daisy was telling me the room we received was very uncomfortable. I'm telling her I want Cupcake's bed. It was like she didn't even have to explain much. It was just like, I know what you're thinking. Let's go.
Hello.
Hey, baby.
Where the fuck? Where's TT? TT. We sharing a room now.
Boom. Who walks in? Daisy motherfucking Dukes.
Don't leave my name on there.
This is my room. I'm coming in here.
Snupcake's name is on this room. So I took Snupcake's name off and I was like, Snupcake, get the fuck out of this room because I slept uncomfortably and I want this room.
I'm not sleeping on a twin size bed. You said, what about this? What about that?
Bahati came in that bitch like she owned the room and Cupcake wasn't going for it. But Bahati shut all that shit down. She just beat her up. I couldn't even break it up.
That's my bed right here.
Y'all not share my bed now.
I'm both of my arms. I'm trying to save it. It's not even a full time.
Motherfuckers banging and fighting and shit. Cupcake and Bahati already won a fucking round.
You can stay in the room. You can sleep right here. This is I'm in here though. This is my shit. This is me. Like I'm in here.
You can sleep there.
No, I'm not sleeping over.
fucking Cupcake's like, no, Daisy, ain't nobody sleeping with me. I felt like that was some selfish ass shit, bitch. What do you mean?
I don't know what's going on. Oh, get out my bed.
It's not your bed. I already told you.
Get out my bed.
I already told you it's not your bed.
I'm coming in here taking your room, da da da. Bitch, what? You're not taking shit, baby girl.
Wait, this thing is supposed to be in my neck. All right.
Okay, and that's where we can stop it. Let's get into it. So, for people that was already watching me, y'all know I don't. We have to address the elephant in the room. No pun intended. We got to address the elephant in the room. There are rumors circulating around that Cupcake might be trans. I personally don't like to see trans women and biological women on the same show in this capacity. I just don't. It gets too messy. It gets too complicated. And the response is always ignorant, both from the dumbass fans as well as the cast. It takes literally nothing, and not even on this type of show. It takes literally nothing for a trans woman, okay, to piss off a biological woman and then become that man in a wig, that tranny, that F word over there. It takes literally nothing. I see it happen all of the time. And what will happen is everybody will stay silent. Everybody will act like, oh, it's not problematic. Everybody will act like they didn't hear what the hell they just heard. But yet somebody bring up colorism. Yet let it be a man disrespecting a woman. Let it be anything else. And then we gotta go to war. We gotta go march down on Selma, down on Martin Luther King Boulevard. But when it comes to trans women versus biological women, often, if not most of the time, it is overlooked, the disrespect, because in the back of people's minds, that trans woman is still a man. Even now, with the rumors that are circulating online, because some people are saying, oh, on Facebook, oh, da-da-da. I don't care about not none of that. That's why I said I would prefer to just keep it segregated, so I don't have to deal with none of this. So we don't even have to get into none of this, because the disrespect just gets too crazy. But even now, everybody's online like, that's a man, that's a man, that's a man. Just disrespectful. But that's not the conversation here, and we're not going to make that the conversation. So don't get into my comments. I'm telling you now, don't get into my comments making that the conversation, because you will automatically get blocked. I do not give a fuck. This is my channel. So we're going to ignore that, but I want people to keep that in the back of their minds. If you want more information on everything that I just said, feel free to Google and, tweet about it on your Twitter. We're not going to make that the conversation here. The only reason why I brought that up is because I feel as though Bahati, balsamic vinegar, she is a follower. And I was questioning why she felt so comfortable going after somebody that was clearly 2, 3, 4 times her size. I said either one, she really has the guts and the balls, or two, child, Cupcake does, literally. No. Either she literally has the guts and the balls, or there might be some truth to the rumors, and then maybe it's something that'll come out later on during the season, or maybe it was written in the contracts and they were told, hey, we're not going to say this on camera because this is Natalie's friend. And when I say not say this on camera, understand, not every situation it has to be disclosed. People can argue all day on your own time, on your own accounts, on whether or not that should be disclosed on a show like this. I don't give a fuck. Again, comment that below. You're going to get blocked. I don't care. I'm just telling you that if the rumors are true, it's either one of two things. Either this girl felt comfortable attacking her because of said rumors, or it's possible that motherfuckers knew and production told them not to say it on camera, maybe just out of respect for Natalie's friend, because Cupcake is Natalie's friend. And I guess they didn't want to make another I don't know. That's the only reason I brought it up. Okay. But that aside, let's get to what we're here to really talk about. People gassed up Bahati and gassed up Daisy. They gassed them up last week because this season they're doing most valuable baddie, who's going to win $50K or whatever at the end of the season. And after episode 1, everybody was gassing them 2 up. I wasn't seeing it. Because I like to go through Twitter sometimes to like try and see, okay, like who's doing what, like what people feeling. And so going into the episode, I was like, okay, let me pay close attention to Daisy and let me pay close attention to Balsamic. So I go into the episode thinking that, and I wasn't really getting what everybody else was getting. I was like, oh, y'all like them because one can fight and the other one, you know, she was being bullied the first episode. Well, not being bullied, but she was being ganged up on the first episode. Okay, let's see how this pans out. So coming into this second episode, it was so much other drama because it's 28,000 goddamn girls that it wasn't even necessary for them to go in on Balsamic like they did the first episode. In fact, I felt like most of the entire episode, after they got off their rounds, they left Balsamic alone. They left her alone. So yes, she was getting ganged up on the first episode. We could all agree on that. But this episode, I don't feel like she was. To the point where this light-skinned girl, I think it was this girl right here, she had came up to Daisy at one point and said, basically, I respect you for standing up for this girl. And then that's when I said on Patreon, right? I said this. I said, it's crazy how on this show, there's definitely a different set of rules. And I get that this is supposed to be Bad Girls Club and it's supposed to be, you know, younger and like, even with this, I'm pretty sure that there's going to be some people that feel like, no, I like Bahati. No, I like them. No, they bring a real BGC back. And I mean, listen, once I go from watching Africa to this, I'm in the same mindset. Bullying is bullying, wrong is wrong. Like I'm not switching from the mindset of, oh, these are younger girls and what's not allowed over there. It should be okay here. And I'm looking at it like what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Because when it came to this girl right here, mind you, they all light skinned. They all remind me of Emma. Okay, cool, whatever. And when this girl went up to Daisy and she was like, oh, I feel like, mind you, it's my birthday. Did I say that? It's my birthday. Hit the motherfucking Cash App. Okay, because I'm doing this real talk. So really hit my Cash App and my Venmo and my PayPal. Okay, because I'm doing this on my birthday. Okay, screenshot that. Anyways, back to this. So when this girl went up to Daisy up on the roof and she was like, oh, I really respect you for holding her down and like basically, you know, like protecting her or whatever. I was like, why is everybody going up for this? But then y'all be mad when like Tasiki with Anna. Like I don't know. I was just clocking the correlation. I was like, okay, so we mad at Tasiki, but we're not gonna get mad at her. Like it's the same shit. It's the same exact shit. Okay. And even with this whole bathroom situation, I don't know if I'm gonna do a video on it or not, but in case I don't, because I don't want to do too much baddie stuff again, I'm gonna just say this. I don't like the fact that this is when I started clocking the fact that Daisy is a bully. Daisy's a fucking bully. Matter of fact, yeah, I'll just say it in this video. We ain't got to make 2 videos. This is when I clocked that Daisy's a bully because I was like, actually, let's go ahead and bring it up on screen. Because then we could bring the point back around.
So we get back to the house, and for some reason, I'm looking for Shay. My ass is drunk as the fuck, and I just want to go to my room, and I'm just like, Shay, where you at?
Now, I want y'all to pay close attention. Pay close attention to what's happening. Granted, we do not hear any audio, okay? So I want to give the benefit of the doubt and say that we are not able to hear any audio of what's actually going on. We don't know if Daisy said, bitch, move from the door. We don't know if Daisy really did say, hey, can you please move from the door? We don't know anything. All we know is what we see. Use your eyes and pay attention.
As we in there trying to talk, I don't even think we got 5 minutes into the conversation. Here go Jaden. She comes and open up the bathroom door.
That's it. One more time.
As we in there trying to talk, I don't even think we got 5 minutes into the conversation. Here go Jaden. She comes and opens.
That right there is when I clocked Daisy, bitch, you're a bully, and I don't like you. I knew I didn't like Daisy and Balsamic last Dandelion. I knew I didn't like Dandelion and Balsamic last episode. Because usually I don't like who y'all like, because who y'all like be some bullshit. And I know how to read people and I know how to read energy. But I knew I didn't like them last episode. And then after this, as soon as I saw this, I said, yeah, Yes, Sunflower, I don't like you. I do not like you, Sunflower Seeds. I do not. Because again, benefit of doubt, there is no audio. We cannot hear what Sunflower Seeds is over there saying to her. Okay, so Nacho Cheese Sunflower Seeds could have been like, excuse me, girl, can you please move away from the door? No. Listen, light-skinned girl number 8, can you please move away from the door? We're having a very private conversation and we don't want, listen, it's so many of y'all light-skinned bitches in here. I don't want to get confused between you and then the other 3 that's in here that's already light-skinned. Like, listen, I don't know who's who. So that's why we all tucked away in private. So I can know who's who and I know who I'm talking to and who I said what to. Can you please move away from the door? I don't know. She could have said all of that. But irregardless to the fucking point, why would you then go up to the door and push her? You went up to the door and were the first person to make physical contact by pushing that girl away from the door. And as soon as you pushed her, she should have punched you. Eventually, light-skinned girl number 12, she did go ahead and make physical contact back, but she waited too long, in my opinion. It shouldn't have took 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mushes. It shouldn't have took that. It shouldn't have took all of that. Number 1 should have been just that. That should have been it right there. But let's go ahead one more time for the people in the Rosa section.
So we get back to the house, and for some reason, I'm looking for Shay. My ass is drunk as the fuck, and I just want to go to my room, and I'm just like, Shay, where you at?
As we in there trying to talk, I don't even think we got 5 minutes into the conversation. Here go Jaden. She comes and open up the bathroom door. So I close the door. She opens it again. And I'm like, Jaden.
And mind you, at that point, when Jaden starts opening up the door, I'm not mad that she does that because you done put hands on me now. So now, oh yeah, I'm gonna get more aggressive. Oh, now, yeah, mind you, she's drunk. You know that she's drunk. Why would you put hands on a drunk person? You lucky she ain't spit in your face. You lucky she ain't piss on you. You lucky she ain't take a frying pan upside your goddamn head. Like, she's drunk.
Please move. Like, what are you doing?
So they started fighting over the door. Whatever. I just wanted to bring that up because, like I said, that's when I clocked that Nacho Cheese Sunflower Seeds was a fucking bully. That's when I clocked it. I said, oh, got you. Okay, so you done, because mind you, last episode, when she was on the bus doing the most, I clocked it then. I was like, you were getting real gully for what? It felt performative. Y'all might have ate that up, but I wasn't eating it up. I was like, you real performative for somebody that, matter of fact, no. I said, you're real performative, and I was feeling like it, but then when she confirmed that she's from New York, but not New York City, I said, boom, there it is. And if you're not from New York, you're not going to understand what I'm talking about. You're not going to understand because there's New York and then there's upstate New York. 2 different places. New York City is New York. Albany and Buffalo and all that other shit, child, that's Pennsylvania. That's Wisconsin. That's somewhere else. That's West Bubblefuck. And the second that she said that she wasn't from New York City, but Buffalo Wings or wherever the hell else from, I said, see, clocked it. Now I see why you acting performative, because you want to act like you from Brooklyn. You want to be seen like you from Brooklyn. No, baby. Ooh, you might be on the wrong show. In fact, speaking of baby, we need Tavi, baby, and Nacho Cheese Sunflower Seeds to sit down and go at it. Let's see the real battle with the New Yorkers. Let's see who really from New York. But I clocked the episode 1. So, like I said, after the other Jayden, not to be confused with Blueface and Krishan, baby mama Jayden, not to be confused with Stewie, okay? She opened up the door after that, and then the girl pushed her. I said, yeah, she's a bully. So by the time it got upstairs and then it got time to the whole twin bed debacle, I didn't like that. I did not like that. And I get it. Listen, I get that on Bad Girls Club, we like certain things, but baby, it's 2025. A lot of y'all loved Evelyn 20 years ago. And look at y'all now. Y'all ready to cancel her. Still dragging the OG shit along. Like, let's cut it out. Like we haven't evolved and our minds haven't changed. And granted, we want to see bad bitches do bad shit. And yes, it's a younger cast, so we expect them to be wilder, but it will still give bully. Like, there are still seasons that are known as the bully seasons. Like, BGC Miami, BGC 11, BGC what was that? Las Vegas. Like there was still certain seasons where certain shit was considered bullying. And the way that Nacho Cheese Sunflower Seeds said, I'm about to go take their beds, that was bullying. Okay. And then the way that Bahati, Basalamic, the way that she jumped up and all of a sudden said, yeah, girl, I was thinking that too. Me too. It was giving two dumb bitches looking at each other like exactly. That's exactly what it was giving. And like I said, we not going to speak on the rumors over here. I just want to try to keep that in the back of your mind. That's it. I'm sure all will be revealed in due time, but we're not going to speak on the rumors over here. I'm just going to say, hey, Basalamic, you had balls to do what you did. And I'm wondering if it's because you want TV time, you want clout, you really want to make a name for yourself, you really want that money, you really not scared of not in, bitch, or if it was something else and you felt like, oh, I got the upper hand. Because I tell you all the time, pay attention to what people say and what they do. And there are people that will, in the real world and on shows like this, intentionally go after a Sydney star, thinking that'll make them a star because they feed into stereotypes and hateful propaganda. And I'm going to leave it at that. That's why I said I don't even like to mix the two crowds because I don't want to deal with the ignorance. I know my mouth. I will get disrespectful if I feel like I'm being disrespected. Let's leave it there. I don't like either girl. I don't like either girl. If anything, it made me look towards Cupcake like, okay, now let me see what you about to do. Because now you got my attention. Next week, are you going to piss me off? Because you see how it changes. You go up for one girl, and then the next week, they piss you off, and then... But I mean, listen, Baby's Going Wild. It's cute. It's cute. I definitely like this episode a lot more than last because Natalie finally stepped away. I was waiting for that. And the fact that they're letting them fight, I don't even think them letting them fight was a conscious choice. I feel like it was something that they had no choice but to do because here's the thing. Bad Girls Club was truly different because of the editing, but also the houses were custom built. They were regular houses that they went in and customized and not just threw some Zeus pillows and Zeus sheets on and Zeus logos on the goddamn wall. They were customized. They had trap doors. They had special security rooms that were in plain sight but hidden. Like it was different things. That's why security will pop up out of nowhere. Zeus is too fucking lazy, so they're not doing that. So if girls is fighting up on a rooftop and all the security is like down in the second floor in the basement, it's like they're not gonna get up there to save them. That's the difference. Right? And plus, they actually had like a security camera control footage room where they were monitoring everything. Zeus not doing all that. Okay, because if everybody on the goddamn production and everybody whose name shows up in the opening credits is sitting right there in the goddamn scene while they fighting, who the hell gonna be in the control room? Exactly. Who the hell gonna be in the trap doors? Exactly. Child, but I did like the fact that they was letting them fight longer. It's cute. I said on Patreon, I feel like Baddies Lion King and Baby's Going Wild is light years ahead of Midwest. So, I mean, it was what it was for what it was, but that was my real talk on it. Please do not expect me to be posting Baddies updates and TV. We ain't doing it no more. Take your ass over there to patreon.com/ScottSantana. Pay me up past me, baby. Pay me up past me. And that's it. That's all I got. So if you enjoyed this commentary, like I said, patreon.com/ScottSantana. You can watch the show along with me. It's a kiki. It's a good time. I usually stop. I do my breakdowns, especially now that I'm not doing, certain videos and certain content no more. It's just more fun over there. Okay. So head on over there, patreon.com/ScottSantana. Subscribe. Get your life. Okay. And also, like I said, baby, it's my birthday. Y'all better respect the queen. Okay. Hit the Cash App, hit the Venmo, hit the PayPal. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye now.
I tell you every time I sign on the bed.